All right, so I just tilled this up here where the pig's winter pen was, and a whole season of mud, hay, like mulch hay, and pig excrement. I just came in and tilled that. I've scraped it down several times with the big tractor, and I just hit it with the tiller, and oh my goodness gracious, I think I hit a corpse. Good Lord have mercy, that stinks, and it smells really good though. I know that's an oxymoron, but man, that stuff's had a good long time to sit there and fester and compost, and oh my, it's still really wet underneath of it, and it's just as soft as could be. So yes, I got little slip-on shoes on this evening because it's warm out here and I'm just enjoying it, and I hate heavy things on my feet, especially when it's warm outside. But I'll till it up a couple more times just to break all that clumpy stuff up. And man, I cannot wait to plant in this year, because we're going to put a bunch of squash and stuff in here, and probably a bunch of sunflowers and everything, but mainly squash because I really want to get a big crop of squash going for all the animals. All right, so one of the American breasts, one of the roosters hadn't been acting right for the last few days, low energy, just not moving well, and then kerplop, he went. So Pee-wee is enjoying chicken this evening. All right, the other pigs are doing great. Pee-wee, or Boris, appears to have done his job. Peppa has not come back into heat. She should have done that about 10 days ago, and she did not. Hi, Peppa. Hi, sweetheart. How are you this evening? Happy that I recharged your waller there for you. Much more sociable, a lot less grumpy. Coke has not come back into season. By this weekend, if she does not come back into season, we will assume her bred as well. So looks like maybe both girls are bred. Anyways, they're going to stay together with Boris up there. So if something should happen and they come back into season, he'll be there to take care of business. So Pee-wee's enjoying his little waller. I made him a little waller a while ago. Every time I was filling his water bowl up, he was dumping it and digging out a waller, wasn't you? So I went ahead and brought the big trough water out here from where I had at the winter pen. Just went ahead and set it up, filled it up, and that way he's got plenty of water, and he's not going all day without drinking water because he keeps spilling it to make him a mud hole. And he's not enjoyed his chicken yet. He will. He will. So the next, man, I tell you, if you are into this and you do this, you plan on doing this kind of work or doing this kind of lifestyle and everything. Now listen, when I say homestead is a lifestyle. It is not a specific amount of acreage. It is not a specific number of animals or specific kind of animals. It is a lifestyle, and it is a lifestyle of just producing, raising, growing, and processing as much of our own food as we possibly can. It's a lifestyle. It's what our ancestors did. They were homesteaders before homesteading was cool, because it was a way of life for them. We use it now as a catchphrase or just a way to describe our way of life, going back to those days, just harnessing those traditions and putting them right back to work for us, like they did, to get through hard times, to get through lean times, to get through bad weather and stuff like that. So we have been considering, we have put a lot of money out, and when I tell you a lot of money, I mean to tell you we put a lot of money out in the last year and a half pursuing this lifestyle. A lot of money in fencing, T-posts, pig panels, cattle panels, electric fence, electric charger, and I mean we're just growing. And then of course built the pig palace. Well, it was a hoop coop to begin with. Now it's pig palace, and we got the little pig shelter, and we're growing, you know, into the rabbits and stuff like that. So the wife done the taxes, and whole geez oh whiz. So it's like, you know, we just can't get a break from this kind of stuff. And so what we've done is since we're going with the NRCS and the USDA for the I think I walked into a cobweb, for the greenhouse, the well, and the spring development and stuff like that, and we do have to claim that on our income and pay taxes on it again, is why we've broken it up over the next couple years if we get funded. But also we've adjusted our deductions from our pay and stuff like that to kind of help offset any of that we might have to pay. And you know, I've never even I've thought about it, but never wanted to pursue going tax exempt. And so, you know, talking to a couple people, we decided that we're going to start an LLC, okay, a little agricultural LLC. And just even if we sell to friends and family and just locals and stuff like that, without having to, getting this huge networking and expansion and go, region wide or even, more than one county wide, it'll be a good thing to do because we can offset the cost of stuff by using that tax deduction at the end of the year and help us with taxes when it comes to, time to have to pay up through the nose. It's actually got through somewhere else, but I'll keep it clean. But so we decided we're going to do an LLC, but before I did it, I wanted to talk to some people. I wanted to get some information. I called the U.S. Department of or U.S. Small Business Administration. I left a message yesterday, and the guy called me back today, and he said, listen, he said, I can help you out with all kinds of stuff. He said, but if you want to do like an agricultural type of thing, he said, I'm going to tell you to call the U.S. Department of or the West Virginia Department of Agriculture. Talk to them. He said they have great programs throughout the state for agriculture and things like that. He said, I'm going to tell you to call them. And he said, anything that they can't help you with or just not meeting what you're expecting or what you plan on doing, he said, you call me back. And I'm going to tell you something. It was one of them things. I was meant to make that phone call, and they transferred me, gave me the phone number to a lady, and they don't have anybody covering our specific county, actually our specific area here. So they transferred me to a lady out of northern West Virginia, and I was meant to talk to that woman. That's all I'm going to tell you, is that phone call was meant to happen. I was supposed to talk to that woman. Wow, what an amazing experience in just a phone call, because I learned so much and found out that, this is huge. This is really huge. The amount of information she was able to give me. She sent me all kinds of information in emails and links and stuff like that. And, what our State Department of Agriculture offers, it's almost criminal that we're not more informed of this, in the sense that this should be a daggone TV show. This should be a commercial. It should be social media commercials. They should have a YouTube channel. The local news should be putting this stuff out. They should actually be teaching this stuff in school. It's amazing the opportunities, just grants, programs, information, networking, the partnership with grassroots organizations and everything. Just in my area, she started naming off all these agencies and organizations. And I'm like, I have no idea who they are. She goes, you're kidding. I said, no, I had no idea. I said, nobody shares this stuff. I said, it wasn't until I talked to you that I just learned about this stuff. Now, some of it I knew, but I mean, she's naming off way more than I was already aware of. So, perfect conversation, perfect contact. And, without getting into too much elaboration, anyways, just a wealth of information that I will share, in the future here as I get things going. I think I'm probably this week or even into this weekend, or I have to do it Monday through Friday because I have to do a federal employee identification number, an FEIN. And I found out that you can only do that Monday through Friday. You can't do it on the weekends, even though it's done online, an automated system. Of course, leave it to the government to screw things up. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and build our LLC, do a tax exemption and stuff like that. And that way, we can offset the cost, with tax deductions, with, tax exemption and stuff of what we're trying to do here. And, it's not a cheating way. It's not a, abusing the system. This is stuff there. They put this stuff in law. This is legislation that's been law and is practiced. Everybody else uses it. Why not? So I'm not going to feel guilty about it. A lot of folks said that I was accepting government welfare if I go through the NRCS and USDA to get grant funding for the greenhouse, the spring, and the well. And I'm like, call it what you want. I don't care. I've been employed since I was 14 years old. I've been continuously employed since I was 14 years old. I'm a veteran. I continue to take care of veterans. I pay taxes and have paid taxes since I was 14 years old, and I'm going to use that money. I'm going to recoup my taxes one way or another. So you call it what you want and just get as mad and throw a little hissy fit. I don't care. Call it what you want. I call it taking advantage of what's there, what we're able to use, and how we're able to grow. That's how I look at it. So, I'm going to urge you, if you're in the state of West Virginia, there are agricultural programs specific for veterans. There are a ton of agricultural programs, grants, funding, partnerships, and just a wealth of information for programs and organizations out there for the small farmer or even just the hobby farmer. And I'm going to tell you, if you do this, or you're thinking about getting into this, start with the West Virginia Department of Agriculture. Start with them, find out what's local, find out what's in your area, even call your county extension office. Like Harrison County, Marion County, Taylor County, Mon County, and stuff like that. Each one of them has what they call WVU extension office that goes through WVU and the Department of Agriculture. So, and every county has one. So, reach out to them. They can get you started in the right direction and get you moving along. So take advantage of it. If, like I said, if you're wanting to pursue this, or you're wanting to grow and wanting to expand, man, get after it. It is there. It is there. It's amazing. Like I said, it was a phenomenal phone call. I was very, very happy. And like I said, I was meant to make that phone call and talk to that person today. There's just no other way around it. And, like-minded, just amazing. Amazing. I loved it. So we are looking forward to getting this venture going and moving ahead in the future. And it's like, damn, I can't keep up with what I got now. But looky here, look what I can get into. Yay. Anyways, I'll get enough sleep when I'm dead, I figure. Besides, if I stop long enough now and sit around, rigor mortis tries to set in on me, so I got to keep moving. Except while I'm on the camera, because I don't want to give a Blair Witch Project and have people puking on watching YouTube. But anyways, we're moving forward, like I said, and I will keep you guys definitely updated on this. There may be a potential that this channel changes. I may change the name of this channel to match the LLC that we're going to be doing, because it will be a farm from a homestead type of thing. If I can't change it, it'll stay just what it is, but I would like to keep the channel along with what we're going to be doing and what our business will be. And even though it's going to be a small hobby type of business, like I said, we're not going to start a storefront. We're not going to sell a bunch of stuff or anything like that. We'll do enough to keep us afloat, keep us going, and everything like that, just to kind of offset costs and stuff. So anyways, we'll keep you up on that. And again, I'm going to encourage you, even if you're not from the state of West Virginia, reach out to whatever Department of Agriculture you have at the state level. Some places they call them county extension agents or county agents or whatever. I'm telling you, if you've not made contact with these folks, do it. If they're anything like I just dug into, wow, I'm very excited about all this. And I tell you, I got less than 9 years before I can retire. And if I could turn this into we'll just leave it alone. We'll just leave it alone for now, because it's probably not going to be, a whole lot more than just a hobby farm. But wow, I'd love to make a living out of it, because it's there. It's really there. But anyways, all right. So I'll let you guys go. It's still a beautiful evening. I got a couple more things to do, and then I'm going to call it a day. The chickshaw was almost done. I left after work on Wednesday evening, was heading to Home Depot to go get some supplies to finish it out, and was setting a stoplight and got rear-ended. So the truck was down. It was Saturday afternoon before I was able to get the truck drivable. It's got an aftermarket steel flatbed on it, so it's bent and twisted and probably going to just have to be replaced. But because I was setting and my foot was on a brake, he actually hit me so hard that it blew the master cylinder on the truck. And I didn't know that was possible. But it blew the master cylinder on a truck. So, and of course, nobody had that part in stock. They had to order it, so it came overnight. And we were able to get the truck roadworthy and safe Saturday afternoon. So now I'm several days behind on getting my pig feed. So I have to take a couple hours off work tomorrow to go get the pig feed, come home, get it unloaded, get it situated. And we got the meat chickens yesterday, 75 we ordered. They showed up, 74 were alive. They had eaten one down almost to a complete skeleton. I'd never, in from like Ohio to here. So it wasn't even 24 hours, and that poor feller became a snack because everybody was eating on the road, let me tell you. Never seen that. So yeah, they're derived from dinosaurs. There's no doubt in my mind. Oh. Anyways, so everything eats chicken. Even chickens eat chicken. But, and of course, he was cited for the rack. I'm not mad at him. I'm not blaming anybody. I just, like I said, I'm not mad. But what I am kind of pissed about is the fact that you know, his insurance agency was like, yes, we'll get you set up, we'll get you taken care of. They were supposed to get me a full-size truck through Enterprise, Enterprise Rent-A-Car. I went through 3 of them, and nobody wanted to lift a finger to help. We don't have any in. They're supposed to be back. As soon as we get one back, we'll call you. We understand the urgency because of, you know, your farm and stuff like that. And well, of course, guess what? I got a call back today, and I said that you're late. You're too late, because I've already got the daggone truck running. Thanks for nothing, you know, type of thing. And they didn't want to work through their own company. They didn't work throughout Enterprise. Nobody wanted to call the next Enterprise lot and say, hey, do you have a full-size truck that, you know, we got a guy. No, they told me I needed to do that. I'm the one that needed to do that for whatever reason. $15 an hour, I guess. But anyways, so I'm still waiting on the insurance adjuster to call me to come and look at my truck, because I'm already $1,000 out of my own pocket into this, including parts, towing, labor, repair, and there's a lot of money in that bed. So he's not going to be a happy camper, but I've already got the estimates for it. But anyways, so yeah, I actually had to call the company again today and say, hey, would you please have your guy get in touch with me so we can get this taken care of? Oh, yeah, sure. If he doesn't call you by tomorrow afternoon, call me back. If you don't call me by tomorrow afternoon, I'm calling the insurance commissioner. All right. So anyways, but the good thing is what's done can be repaired. Everybody's safe, you know, nothing but more stoved up, banged up a little bit, because wow, that was a smack, let me tell you. But anyways, we're good, we're safe. Like I said, I'm not looking to get rich off of anybody. I just want what's mine that's damaged repaired. But so tomorrow pig feed, probably Saturday go after a ton of chicken feed for the meaties, or I just may wait a week until I get them moved out to the coop, because I've got enough food to go for them right now. Anyways, that's it. I'll quit rambling. The pigs are full. They're up there playing around in the grass now, so I'm done. I'm going in. Stay free, friends. Take care. Get prepared. Stay prepared. God bless.